That's part of my crowd. Yeah, so I'm getting older. Feel a little bit more every day. Last year was a tough year for my health. I had a wrist injury, a back injury, and an ingrown toenail. Of the three, I would like to give Mother Nature the gift receipt back for the ingrown toenail. That was the worst. I ended up having to go to the doctor to have it surgically fixed. And when I went, they take a needle that's about this long, and they stick it into your toe, which is already in serious pain. Needless to say, I lost my man card. As they were inserting it, you know, I was losing my shit. And in the back, I hear, it's the nurse, who happens to be my sister-in-law. I let it go because I believe in being the bigger person. About a week later, I went to Thanksgiving dinner. My dad asked me, hey man, how's the toe? I said, oh, it's so much better. I had it surgically fixed, Dad, thanks for asking. Sister-in-law pipes up, she's like, yeah, but he's a little baby about it though. Like, I was like, bitch, I wouldn't wish an ingrown toenail on my worst enemy, but I'll wish one on you. I hope that one day you get to feel the same pain that I had to go through. Fast forward, 30 days later, it's Christmas morning. And like a modern day Christmas miracle, I wake up, I look at my phone, it's a text message from my brother. It goes a little something like this. Hey bro, just thought I'd let you know. Your sister-in-law, you guessed it, had a miscarriage. Which in all fairness is kind of like an ingrown toenail of the tongue, am I right? Relax. It's okay. See a lot of ladies looking at me wrongly. It's okay. If you think that's bad, you didn't have to spend Christmas dinner with a murderer. That's called doubling down on the comedy business. Yeah. I told my mom that joke, and she was like, honey, oh my God, I hate her too, but you can't be talking shit about the family. And I was like, all right, Mom, you're right. I need to clean up my act as a human. Give me a subject matter and I'll write you a nice joke. She goes, how about Reese's peanut butter cups? Here goes. I was walking through the woods one day when I came across a young boy. He got separated from his family on a Sunday morning hike. He was hungry and he was thirsty. All I had on me was a Reese's peanut butter cup, and I gave it to him for sustenance. The only problem is, I'm pretty sure he had a peanut allergy. Because he broke out in stab wounds. And my mom, as sweet as she could be, she was like, honey, I don't get it. I was like, I killed that fucking kid. And I attribute a lot of my twistedness, right, to my upbringing. Not so much from my parents, because they were really good people, but high school. High school was tough, man. My first year of high school, I got bullied every day. Every single fucking day. And I gotta tell you, you think you went to a hard school, you don't know shit. In my first year of high school, a kid brought a gun to class, a kid called in a bomb threat, and a teacher slept with her student. And I was homeschooled. I didn't have sex with my mom. I had an older brother for that. Consequently, I now have a younger brother. He's purebred. I gotta bring this up. I was driving around work today in downtown Roanoke, and I noticed a sign, and I swear to God, it had a heart on it, and it said, abortion is here to stay. And I was like, I don't really think they understand the definition. But I like this one. That's a good time. My fiance is awesome. She's been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race lately. Right? Fun. I started watching it with her. And I gotta admit, I'm 38 years old, and the older I get, the more attracted I get to these drag queens. But I think it's because I'm really into chicks that do anal. That one's for her. Yeah. So, she recently bought a scheduling board. It's magnetized to the refrigerator. Cost me $28 on my Amazon card. And on the board, there's all sorts of different markers. And she pulls me aside the other night when we're drinking, and she goes, hey, I got a bone to pick with you. Where the fuck is my black marker? I was like, I haven't touched your scheduling board. I have no idea. She was like, okay, no big deal. I was like, whoa. You're just gonna give up on it like that? What if it was your white marker? She was like, well, the fucking neighbors would be over here helping me look for it. Don't worry, I ran this past my black friends. They said it was good. Matter of fact, I told them, he said, what's the big fucking deal? I mean, you can always buy another black one. That's right. Hey-o. That's my boy. Okay. One of my best friends is here tonight. I'm not going to point him out, but I'm very proud of him because you wouldn't recognize him from 6 months ago. He's lost 50 pounds. He ended up going to the doctor. Doctor said, you will not see your children graduate if you don't start doing something about your weight. So he put in the hard work. He didn't need a shot. He didn't need a pill. He just diet and exercise. Now he's living his best life. But he fucked up then. To celebrate his 50-pound anniversary, he went out to the bar and he got super drunk. And he ended up taking home a fat chick. There is nothing wrong with taking home a big lady. But the next morning, when he woke up, looked deep in her eyes, he's like, good morning, girl. She's like, I got something to tell you. I used to be a man. It fucked him up so bad, because he was doing such a good job at laying off his trans fats. Thank y'all so much. My name is Jared Christensen.